Good afternoon, Charity. It's nice to see you today. Thanks for coming along today to get inside the music. My name's Chico. We're here to help you pursue your music career. Can you give us an insight of where you started and how it got into the music industry?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me again.
No problem.
So, yeah, I probably started playing in public about 5-6 years ago at a little acoustic cafe. And from there, it was a really nice, appreciative audience, even if I wasn't very good at all. So I started from there, just playing covers and learning how to play my guitar and learning how to sing properly in front of everyone. And then, yeah, about 2 years ago, I started to decide after I'd left school that I actually probably wanted to do it properly, give it a bit of a shot. And that's when I started to pursue it really intently. So yeah, from about a year ago, I released my first single, and now I'm up to my third. So it's slowly getting there, but yeah, I guess it's about 2 years ago. That's when I properly started doing it and moved away from home and started writing my own songs and stuff. But yeah, hopefully finding my own music style from there.
Right, and your first one, you said you brought out your first one. That was that Crippled Inside, and that was a cover. Was that right? Is that what you brought out first?
Yeah, so the Crippled Inside and Walking After Midnight, that was my Stowaway EP, and I released that when I was still in school. I hadn't even thought about writing songs at that point, but Here was my first original single about a year ago. But I think I wrote that about 2 years ago, how long it took to actually record it. But yeah, Crippled Inside and Walking After Midnight were a couple of really cool covers that we did at the studio, because me and my dad played together all the time, and those two that worked really well, so we thought we'd reimagine them a bit differently. But yeah, that was my first studio experience.
That's quite a big inspiration for you, and obviously the Beatles is quite a big thing for you. Is that right?
Yeah, I love them. I'm very, very into old music. I like my Bob Dylan and Carole King and Beatles and all of that. And I take a lot of inspiration from that kind of era of music.
Yeah.
But also I think that's definitely from my dad, because he's a musician in his own right as well. But he helps me a lot. He comes into the studio and plays with me live and stuff. So yeah, I think I went to a lot of his gigs when I was younger, so I'm sure that has seeped into me wanting to do music as well.
Yeah, no, that's quite nice that you've obviously had your dad to obviously work with you and be by your side and stuff. So yeah, that's really nice to actually hear about that.
He tried hard to help me, he put me at ease. He loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly.
Song called Here. What was the inspiration in that? And when you're obviously writing a song, what makes you find the lyrics and decide how you want to write a song?
Well, it's a bit haphazard, really. Here was actually the first song that I ever wrote, properly finished. And I normally just find some chords on a guitar, make up some chords that I think sound pretty. Like the original chords for Here, I've literally got no idea what they are, because I didn't write them down. So the actual track of Here are slightly different to what I originally recorded, because we just couldn't work out what they were, because I just made them up. But yeah, so I normally find a nice guitar loop and just play some chords, and then I normally just sing and let's see what comes out, and that's what came out that time. and then tweaked it afterwards and finally got the single out of it.
Yeah, wow, that's good. With your guitar, I take it that's your sort of that's you. That's what you do when you're singing. You have your guitar and you singing. You don't plan on having any songs out without the guitar. Is that how you want to be going, the route you want to take in the music industry?
I don't know. I basically play the guitar to be able to write my songs. That was kind of the one of the main reasons why I wanted to learn, so I could kind of accompany myself a bit. But I'm not like I love the guitar, and I think I've probably got guitar on most songs, but I don't think I've got guitar on here. Oh no, I've got some electric guitar on here. But I normally just whatever the song wants, I don't think I need to have guitar on every song. Like if a song just has piano, it's fine, because that's what
is that acoustic guitar? Is that acoustic guitars and electric guitars as well? So you're not just sort of one type of guitar. You're happy to play all types of guitars?
Well, I can get by on my acoustic. I'm slowly learning the electric, but I'm also very lucky that my boyfriend is a very good electric guitarist, and my dad is a very good pianist. So
perfect. You got your back in music straight away. No, that's nice as well. Especially, like I said to you earlier, having your dad involved, and obviously you've got your boyfriend involved as well. That's nice that you've got that to fall back on and help you with your music. So do you actually produce in a studio that you've got, or is it someone that you go and use their studio to produce your music?
Yeah, we go to a studio in Buckingham called Echo Studios. It's just a little one, literally in the middle of nowhere. But that's where my dad did his album, and he really liked the producer there. So when we went, we kind of just clicked. Everywhere we've been since has just not been. Well, Jamie would have done that. So I really enjoy going there because he's so experienced. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows when I just make a noise and I'm like, I want that noise, but I don't know how to make it. He knows how to find it. So yeah, I'm really glad we found him because it worked really, really well.
Well, we know dads are always right, so you should definitely be listening.
Let go of me. You know it ain't that easy. One day I stepped across the line just to see what I could find. I was lost, I couldn't see. It started to fog my memory. I couldn't find it here. I couldn't find it here. I couldn't find it there. I couldn't find it here. Just to see what I could find. I was lost, I couldn't see. Started to fog my memory. I couldn't find it here. I couldn't find it here. I couldn't find it there. I couldn't find it here.
Lockdown and pre-lockdown, I guess you're doing some live shows or some gigs where you're from in Nottingham. Do you want to just give us an insight of what you've been doing?
Yeah, so for the first lockdown over summer, we put a little home studio in our spare bedroom and did lots of live streams, Facebook live streams and stuff like that for lots of different pages. But yeah, that was really fun, and that was like something completely different that we had to learn from scratch, which I'm sure lots of musicians had to do. But when I came back and had to go back to work in kind of August, September time, I did manage to get 3 beautiful gigs at the Bodega in Nottingham, Dubrex Studios in Derby, and the Arboretum in Nottingham, which was really, really cool because I had got a live stream for the Bodega, and that was like, when I'd moved to Nottingham, I was like, right, this is the venue that you want to get into. And I managed to get like an outdoor gig, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that I've seen that one online, so I'm sure people can have a look themselves at that. And I know it's been very hard for everybody during the COVID period, and this is one reason why we're doing what we're doing to try and help you guys out. to try and promote you a little bit more, try and build all the upcoming artists in one group. Obviously out there on the websites, on the social media, there's so many different platforms, but we're trying to stick everybody to one, or make everybody together, so then you can all see each other, and then you're going to get people coming along going, right, okay, so we've got that person, so you never know, hopefully we might be able to help you out, and obviously we'll promote you on our sites like we have been anyway, and we'll continue to do that.
Thank you.
Same old chords, the same old song. It's hard to know if you're going wrong. Twisted hearts and crumbling minds, and yet it's never left my side.
Said about you've been doing the shows in Nottingham and that lot, which is obviously brilliant for yourself, especially during that little gap we had during the 2 lockdowns. And apart from that, you've obviously been doing some live shows on Facebook, I believe. Do you want to talk a bit about that, and what was the comments and views you got from doing that side of things online?
Yeah, so that was really good, because I think at the start of lockdown, everyone was really, really supportive of online music, and everyone was really active online, which was great for people like me who were doing all these live streams. But it was also just so much fun. Like, we had different things with different pages, and we had loads of different sets. We did like a whole Tapestry live stream of the Carole King album, and it was really nice because I got to play some songs that hadn't released yet. So we were playing my song Fall before it had been released that summer. So it's kind of like a different version that people can listen to before the actual track came out, which is really
good
cool.
Way of promoting it. Good way of promoting it as well, by obviously when you're on your live streams and stuff with people watching.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Fall was it was a complete lockdown video, because it was like June, and the video was like made up of loads of people who sent me videos of them at home on Zoom calls and stuff, which was really lovely. But yeah, the live streams were really fun, and we managed, like, by the end we were actually getting really good because we've done so many, and it's a really good skill to have, especially now. It's kind of like something as a musician that you need to know how to do now, because it's just, the tables have completely turned.
Yeah, it has. It seems to be the way at the moment. Obviously, it's the same with us doing this obviously Zoom call.
Yeah,
obviously it's easier anyway for obviously where we live compared to obviously the artists that we're getting, but I think that's really helped. To be fair, it could actually help musicians in the long run. I know it's been obviously tough for a lot of musicians, because the gigs is where you get your paid and how you earn your money and pay your bills. So the fact that you've now got that as well as your gigs going live on these different platforms, social media platforms, I think it's really good and really going to help you guys out. where do you see yourself, or where would you like to go with your music career? Is it down the big Tina Turner route? Is it, you know what I mean? Are you planning on trying to be the big star within your music industry?
Well, I've always said that all I want to get out is just to be able to pay my bills by singing and writing music. You know, I don't really mind how far up it goes. I just want to be able to be a musician in its own right. And that is, I know that's such a hard gig to get into. But it's worth it. It's the one thing that I found that I actually really, really enjoy and have the motivation to do. Like things that I've tried before, I just didn't have the same motivation, whereas this doesn't feel like a chore. Like I really enjoy it. I enjoy talking about music. I enjoy playing it. Yeah, that's kind of where I want to be. I want to get to the studio next year and release some more music as well, but that's the short-term plan.
Yeah, no, I think you've got the right attitude, and I think for people as they starting to leave school, it's nice that you can show and inspire them what you can actually try and do. My daughter's 14, and she still has no idea what she wants to do. So it's nice to hear when people have got an idea and a plan in their head of what they're after. And like you say, you never know where it's gonna take off and where it's gonna go. But enjoying what you do is obviously the main thing that we all do in life.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I left school having absolutely no idea what I wanted to do, and it took me a long time to kind of decide that this might be it. But also, it might not be. I might do something different in 10 years, but I'll enjoy it while it's here.
So with your music, what do you class yourself as? Is it pop you like to class yourself out? Is it, or what sort of era or type do you go down? I know you said you like your Beatles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do. It's I would describe it as kind of singer-songwriter alternative. Yeah. But there are pop elements in there. But yeah, it's kind of also whatever the song needs. If it turns out to be a rap track and I need to get like a rapper and I do a chorus, then that's what it is. But yeah, it's good to be open. It's good to be open to different ideas and singing of what you're doing. And I think artists that can obviously, like you say, play the guitar and stuff, that's obviously an added bonus as well for yourself. And obviously you've got the support, like you say, from your dad and from your boyfriend. So yeah, that's nice to hear. Searching for me. To midnight, searching for me. So I've noticed on the 27th of November, obviously during the lockdown, you managed to release a new single. Yeah. That one, Wake Up. Yes. So that's my most recent single, which is really cool. I managed to do a couple of live studio videos, and we've got the video coming out on the 19th of December, and managed to get onto BBC Introducing and have a little interview with them, which was really, really cool. So yeah, it's gone really well. I'm really happy that people have enjoyed it, because it was, again, it's another one that I wrote on my guitar in my little spare room in Nottingham. And it's turned out to be this really awesome track that I really enjoy. Oh, that's good. So with your video, how's your video been done? Is it you singing in the video, or have you got other acts in the background, or what are people going to see when it comes out on the 19th? So I feel so bad. I just keep on like hiring out my family to do stuff for me. So me and my boyfriend went to some abandoned places around Lincolnshire and took his little camera and just shot some things. There's lots of me singing, or there's loads of kind of nature, and we went to some abandoned places, so some cool grungy shots. And then my lovely saviour called Sunny Wong he's in Hong Kong at the moment, actually. He edited it for me. He's done most of my videos, and he's done a really, really good job, because, the camera wasn't great, the filming wasn't amazing, but he's made it look so good. So I'm really glad that it's turned out so well. So I'm really excited to release it on the 19th. Yeah, that's good. And what is nice to hear that you stuck by the rules and went to an abandoned area. So exactly. And it's just a good boyfriend, so that's good. Now, I'm sure everybody will look forward to actually watching that video. Like I say, it's coming out on the 19th of December.
and that's called Wake Up.
Wake up from the world inside your head. Wake up, mothers say it's just a threat.
Song is Wake Up, the new one that you've just released. What plans have you got for the new year? Are you planning on bringing anything out in January, February time, or what's your thoughts at the moment?
Well, fingers crossed, yes. I've been working with a artist from Birmingham called King Leo on a kind of collaboration track. So it's something a bit different for me, which is really exciting. So we've got it all mastered, got the artwork, we're working on the video as we speak. So hopefully, January, February time, that will be out. And I also want to get into the studio and record something. So hopefully there'll be 2 things next year. Fingers crossed that everything goes well.
Well, that'd be good. Well, once you obviously get to that stage, obviously give us a shout, let us know, and we'll get it promoted on our page for you as well. So
Thank you.
So if the guys want to follow you or find you on Facebook, Instagram, what is the best way of finding Charity Stow?
Well, I have a website where everything is. It's charitystow.com. But also my socials are under Charity Stow Music, and my Twitter's Charity Tweets. So I've got like a Bandcamp, a Spotify, all of the major things. You should be able to find me.
That's brilliant. We'll make sure we stick all them links on the end of the interview for you, so people can obviously come and find you, follow you, and hopefully build you up your singing career.
Yeah, thank you.
My life has changed in such an unpredictable way. What are we doing here? We should be jumping up out of fear. So I scream and I shout and I laugh.
Thank you, Charity, for today. It's nice to see how your career's gone over, nearly the last 2 years. We will keep promoting, like we said, and when you start getting your next songs out, please let us know, and we'll definitely be sharing it for you. What we'll do is we'll finish off with your Wake Up song, which is your last one, and like we said, it came out on the 27th of November, and the new video is coming out on the 19th of December. So, Charity, thank you ever so much for today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
And you're welcome, and we will speak to you again soon.
Bye.